Good morning YouTube, the Lofty Biker here. Just approaching the very infamous Chiverton Cross. Horrible island. Don't matter which lane you get in, you always think you're probably in the wrong lane. And you don't half need to keep your wits about you. Because if they're going to pull out on you, that's where they do it. Anyway. It's getting to that time of year now, the end of the season. It's 7th of November today. There's not many bikes to review. I've been down most of the dealerships around here, down the bottom here. There's nothing to test ride. We came back from Spain. We had a lovely time in Spain. I'm putting the videos together now. I did lose a little bit of footage here and there, but in general I'm fairly pleased with the content. So as soon as I've got that edited up, I'll have it posted up for you to have a look at our trip to Pamplona and the Picos. We had a good time. Anyway, today, new era. Things have changed slightly. As you know, I was always a member of the IAM, the Institute of Advanced Motorcyclists, and I was an active member of the Lichfield branch, LAMG. Well, when I came to live down Cornwall, where me and Linny set up the bed and breakfast, escaping regularly on a Sunday was virtually impossible, because as you know, you're working 7 days a week once you open, and then when you do close, the weather's generally pretty crap and nobody wants to go out on the bike. So I didn't see the point in rejoining the Cornish chapter of the IAM. But my circumstances have changed now, and it looks like I'm in the process of retiring. So I'm going to have a lot more free time, so I thought it'd be nice to find some new like-minded riders to go out with and do some rides with. So I've rejoined the IAM. I rejoined about a fortnight ago. I contacted Cornwall, Cornwall Advanced Motorcyclists, and I'm going to the first BOM, or beginning of month meeting, today. They've been fairly active during lockdown with passes and whatever, but they haven't had many meetings because of the COVID situation and gatherings. But I believe October was their first proper gathering back at Laddock Village Hall, where they meet. And that's where I'm going today. It's nice to be on the A30 with very little traffic. This is the stretch from Chiverton Cross to Garland, where they're widening the road into a dual carriageway to get people even quicker to queue to get to Penzance and Ives. Anyway, that's another thing. But there's a lot of work going on, and it will make travelling up and down this stretch of the A30 a lot easier. Anyway, back to the IAM. So I'm quite excited. I don't know any of the members. I've ridden past Laddock Village Hall on numerous occasions, because it is probably the main road to get to Fradden to Damerels from Truro, and it is quite a good road, although it has been dumbed down a bit with white lines and 50 zones, but it's still a good road. It's quite exciting to ride. Anyway, what I'm going to do is see how it gets on, and I'll have a chat with you after the meeting. So I'll see you in a while. Okay, YouTube, I'm on the outskirts of Laddock. Shot up the A30, then took the first right just past Garland Cross, and it's brought me down via a place called Rosehill. I think I've ridden this lane before, it's been a while. If I'm right, it brings us straight out in the middle of Laddock with the village hall to the left. It's a lovely morning. 9 degrees when I left. It's nearer 12 now. Yeah, this is Laddock. I'll take a left at the stop sign. Looking a bit quiet. Here we are. Good morning, YouTube. It's the Lofty Biker here. We're well into November. It's the 21st. Rained most of the night, but on all accounts we're due a dry day. Anyway, I'll just give you a bit of a recap of what's been happening. As you know, I went to Laddock Village Hall to meet up with Cornwall Advanced Motorcyclists, Cam. I didn't record in the afternoon. Anyway, I'll start from the beginning. I went to Cornwall Advanced, I introduced myself. They seemed a nice bunch, so I did decide to join. I went out for a ride in the afternoon after the meeting, the mid-month meeting, with Graham, who presented the meeting, and Ashley, a recent local observer qualifier. I didn't think it was fair to video them while I were out on the ride with them, being as I didn't really know them that well. We were on a ride up to Lou. It was quite good actually. I'd never been to Lou, so it was nice and I did enjoy it. The main thing is, when I got to Lou, my camera went dead. I'd been recording the day before and I didn't charge it, which is something I normally do. Anyway, I'd got a dead battery, so I couldn't really give you sort of a reprise of how the day went. So I'm out now, going the mid-month run. I managed to get myself in the team, joined up, and on the mid-month run. Ashley, the chap I went out with 2 weeks ago, is going on the run anyway, which is nice, so I will know someone when I get there. And I'll let you know how it goes on. I believe they are, due to COVID situation, if you like, they're limiting the mid-month runs to 6 or 7 people. It's not generally a problem in November, because as you know, a lot of people come November have put the bikes away and they don't do much riding. So I did manage to get on the run, which is I'm quite pleased about. I haven't been out on my bike much. I've been busy, very busy the last 2 weeks, or last 3 weeks really. I'll say more about that next time I'm out. I don't really want to talk about that at the moment because there's things happening which I'm not really ready to talk about yet, but that's not a problem. So I'm going to get some petrol. I'll get it from the Spar at Connor Downs, and then I'll get myself up to Chiverton Cross. We're meeting at Starbucks. I've never actually been in a Starbucks takeaway before, so that'll be interesting. Let you know how it compares with a Macca's or a Costa. As you can see, the roads are a little bit moist. Anyway, we've got sort of 15-20 minutes on the A30, so I shan't record that. Nobody wants to see 15 or 20 minutes of the A30. I'll stick the cameras on when we get a bit closer to Chiverton Cross. See you in a minute. Okay, YouTube, we're just approaching Chivy. Not a place you'd want to be on a Monday morning in rush hour, or even a Friday afternoon in rush hour when the queues can be horrendous. And while they're doing the latest development, the road expansion, turning the A30 from single carriageway to dual carriageway. Here we are. Throw a left in here. I just clocked a couple of bikers through the edge. Looks like there's a bit of precipitation due. Oh, I forgot there was a garage here. I could have put fuel in here. It's expensive, mind. Jesus Christ, $149. Here we go. Anyway, YouTube, I'm back. I met the boys up. There's about 8 or 9 turned up this morning. We're having a ride down to St Maur's and back round, and then doing a bit of the south coast. That sounds quite an interesting ride, to be fair. They've split into 2 groups to keep the numbers a bit lower, and we're using the buddy system. Follow the leader, keep the man behind in your lights. Quite simple to use, especially when there's only 4 to 5 bikes. So we've come through Fayock, and we're just approaching Tresillick Gardens on the right. Beautiful, beautiful place, Tresillick Gardens. And we're going down the hill to the Fal Estuary to take the King Harry. Now, I love catching the King Harry. The nice view down the valley there. I think it's a cracking crossing point. Brings you out down at St Maur's, and as you know, the St Maur's Road to Grandpound Road is one of my favourites. So hopefully we'll have a nice coffee at St Maur's and then ride my favourite road. I'll keep the camera on a little bit to give you the view of the ferry. If you've ever been down this part of Cornwall, the area over St Maur's is called the Roseland Peninsula. It's extremely pretty, very beautiful. To be honest with you, anywhere around the Fal Estuary, some of the most expensive real estate in Cornwall, it's absolutely beautiful. These people here walking over the bridge in the gardens. We're just going down the hill. During the winter time, it's about every 20 minutes or so the ferry runs. It's not so frequent as the summer. In the summer, they're virtually non-stop. They keep going. We might be lucky, and it might be in. We're very lucky. It's just arriving. There you go. The King Harry on the Fal. How good's that? Anyway, I'll switch off for now, and I'll see you when we get to the other side. So here we are. St Maur's Castle on the left there, and in the far distance, if you can see it, is Pendennis, the protector of the Fal Estuary. Lovely place, St Maur's, very pretty. Unfortunately, it's blighted by second homes. Lots of lovely, lovely £1,000,000 houses that people just don't live in anymore. They come down for a holiday and they go back. It's a lovely place. Looks like we're pulling up on the car park. Anyway, see you in a minute. Well, welcome back, YouTube. There we go. I've had a good ride out. Met up with some like-minded souls from Cam. I've just left them at Marazion, and I'm on my way home. It's been an absolutely beautiful afternoon after an extremely wet start this morning. We've had a mixture of wet, muddy, slimy, shitty roads, all sorts. And now we've got some lovely dry roads this afternoon. Yeah, it's been a good day. I'm going to sign off now. It's the Lofty John saying ta-da for now. Ta-da.